Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. We're gonna completely ignore the fact that it has been forever since I filmed last, so we're just gonna go ahead and skip right over that. I do not have a full beat on today. Like, I got up early, school, decided I was just gonna go get my errands out of the way early this morning, so I was up and out and doing my thing, and so this is just like tired face. My hair is not usually zhuzhed like I normally do. I washed it and blow dried it and decided just to leave it be for the sake of saving time. You might see some blemishes, you might see some very bad blending because I did my shit in a hurry. And I also don't have any eyebrows on today. I just have in my eyebrow glue, and that's a product that we'll be talking about in today's video. I'm really excited for today's video because it's not a get ready with me, it's like a chat with me kind of video, and you guys know that I love these types of videos when I get to sit down and just talk to you guys. I don't know if you remember, but in my last video, which was my fall favorites video, I will link that down below if you have not seen that yet, so you can go check that out. I had mentioned that I was going to be talking about some products that I have been using, or newer products that I had been using or experimenting with, and so in today's video, that's what I'm going to be doing. So I have in front of me a few products that I'm going to talk to you guys about really quickly. I hope to make this video not too crazy long because I don't have a lot of product, but I do have a lot to say, and I know that I can kind of, you know, get a little chatty sometimes. So I'm going to do my best to reel this shit in. Okay, so since I mentioned my hair and my eyebrows, we will just go ahead and start with hair, I guess. Obviously, eyebrows are hair, obviously. So I'm going to talk about this. I'm sure that this isn't new to any of you guys. It's the Got To Be Glued styling glue. This is all over the internet right now with beauty influencers and TikTok and all that stuff of people using this to help shape and style their eyebrows, whether or not they put it on before they fill in their eyebrows, or like me today, they just want to get some shape to them and just kind of walk out the door. So that's what I did today. That's what's on my eyebrows today. It is literally just this, and then I take like a spoolie, just like put this directly on the spoolie, not too much because a little bit goes a long way, and if you're not careful you can get that like kind of like residue above your brows, which I think I might have today. I was in a hurry, y'all. I'm not looking my best. I'm unblended and caffeinated. That should be some merchandise. I mean, don't take that. That's mine. You heard it here first. Unblended and caffeinated. I don't know if that's a good day or a bad day. With eyebrow product or without eyebrow product, I really enjoy it. So you would do this before you put in the eyebrow product. So if you want more of like that natural like flick brow, you go ahead and you put this in just a little bit. Like I said, a little bit of it goes a long way, and then you go ahead and you just fill in your brows as you would, and then you don't even need to set it because this this will hold your shit in. I don't know if you guys have heard about like eyebrow laminating. This is the closest thing that I think you can come to for eyebrow lamination because it really holds your brow hairs down and in place, and it's really good if you're like me and you have really sparse brows to really kind of manipulate the brow to make it look like your eyebrows are fuller than they really are. So love this. Go get it. It's by Got To Be. This is almost empty because I had been using this like crazy, and I had intentions to film a video shortly after I purchased it, and then I didn't. You know me and my consistency, girl. It is the Moroccan Oil Dry Shampoo for light toned hair. So this is amazing. I am an avid user of dry shampoos. I've used the Not Your Mama's average hairspray, or Not Your Mama's whatever, and it's like the sea salt, you know, dry shampoo. That's amazing. I've used the dry shampoo by Chi, yes, and I've used a Sephora brand dry shampoo, which if you actually go and see my my like hair waving routine, which I can also link down below for you, it's old, but I still essentially do the same process with my hair, but instead of using the Sephora brand dry shampoo, which I do love, I have started using this. I've also used the Amica. I don't know if you guys know about that dry shampoo. You can usually get that at like any beauty salon, the Amica dry shampoo. It smells amazing. It is amazing. But I really like this because it has for light tones and dark tones. So I have to say that I really like how this dries down. I feel like most dry shampoos leave a really white cast in your hair, and don't get me wrong, this definitely puts off a white cast to begin with, but then as it dries down almost like a lightener. Like, it washes out, so it's not actually lightening your hair, but it gives the effect that your roots are lighter than they really are. Especially if your hair is like greasy, you know, our roots tend to look a little like gross and dark, you know, and stuff like that. And that eliminates all of this. And not to mention, it smells incredible. I don't know if you guys have tried the Moroccan Oil shampoo and conditioner or any of their products. If you have, please comment down below. I've only ever used their shampoo and conditioners and their oil, and I gotta say that it's an incredible line of hair products. I love the Moroccan Oil line, but this was my first time trying the dry shampoo. It smells amazing. It smells amazing. Like I said, they had light tones and dark tones, so they didn't have something specifically for like redheads, which I did find kind of annoying, just because I have my sister, for instance, she's like a bright redhead, and I'm thinking like, well, if she were to use this dry shampoo, what dry shampoo would she use? So really you just have to think about what kind of undertones you have in your hair. Do you have a blue undertone? Do you have like a red undertone? So I would say if you had like a red undertone, I would go probably for the darker toned dry shampoo, and if you had more of like a blue or like yellow undertone, I would go for more of like the lighter toned dry shampoos. And I don't have to use this like the very next day. Like if I use it on day 2 and then I'm on day 3 hair, if I put this in my hair like on day 2, on day 3, my hair still looks really, really good. So I'm also getting more bang for my buck, I feel like, because with other dry shampoos, I feel like I have to constantly be like dry shampooing my hair every day. Whereas this one, I find if I do it like on day 1, the following day, my hair still looks pretty good. But this is an incredible dry shampoo, and I highly recommend that you go get it. I will link all of these products in the description box as always. Oh, I wish you could smell it. It's amazing. Amazing. Okay, let's talk about the face. So this is dirty because I used it the other day. It is the Morphe and Jeffree Star collab. This is the JS1 brush. It is a foundation brush, and it is incredible. I didn't use it today, so don't take what I'm saying based off of how my face looks today, because again, today is like hardly any face makeup and out the door. But I use this brush when I go to apply a full face of makeup, and I have to say that it gives the most airbrushed finish. It's like such a dense brush, but it's still super soft. And the reason why I say it's dense is because I find with some of my other brushes, when I put my product directly on the brush, it very quickly seeps through, and then you have all that wasted product that just falls in between the brush hairs. Whereas this one, I find that the product, if I put the product directly on the brush, like my cream products or my liquid products, especially my liquid products, it sits on top and it doesn't seep into the brush as much. It stays really good on top, which helps me really utilize all that product, and I feel like I'm wasting less product. I'm sure it has something to do with the way that the hairs are probably crimped in the barrel. I'm sure it has something to do with that. But it's super soft and super dense. I mean, like literally there are so many hairs. Like, it's just such an incredibly like luxe feeling brush, and it's really inexpensive. I think you can still get them on Morphe, although I believe Morphe and Jeffree Star parted ways. I don't know why, and I don't know the tea on all of that, so don't come for me if my information is wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what I heard. So I think that's why like all of Jeffree Star's products on Morphe.com right now are like super cheap, so take advantage of that and go shop his collab with Morphe while you still can. I don't know how much longer his stuff will be on their site. It's an amazing brush. I love the shape of it. It's super easy to hold. I like that it's super skinny down here because it allows you to manipulate your hand up and down the brush really easily. Like if you want to get more of like a lighter feathery like hand, you can go really low, and it's really good at just like letting you whip that brush around. Or if you want to get more of like a stippling full face of makeup, you can really like get your hands nice and low down on that brush. And I use it not just for my foundation, but then I go and I blend in my concealer, and it just really moves the product around the face quite beautifully. I really feel like it does a really good job at not wasting any product, and it really distributes the product all over your face really evenly. So I really love this brush. Go get it. So Jaclyn Hill, and you all know that I love my Jaclyn Hill. She did this, I don't know what was going on. She had some kind of promotion going on with her stuff on Morphe.com, so you could get her like her individual eyeshadow palettes for like $10. And so I went and I got the Ring the Alarm palette. It is the little, it's gonna be a mess because I've used it. It's so incredible. These colors are all amazing. I love all of the color stories. I mean, like, you know, like that alone right here is a color story. Like that's a color story. That's a color story. I mean, there's so many different color stories in this little like 10 shadowed palette that it's just, it's extremely versatile. When I did my fall favorites video, again, I'll link that in the description box for you guys, I was wearing this palette. I don't remember exactly what shades I was wearing, but I was definitely wearing Siren, which is like this almost matte, but it's not matte. It's like it's got a little bit of like glitter reflect in it. And I was definitely wearing Lolly, which is this super pigmented, like pearlescent. Oh, look at that. Look at that on camera. Oh, it's so pretty. It's just, it's a gorgeous palette. And actually I have used Lolly, not just on my eyes, but I've actually used it on my cheeks for like a little like highlighted blush moment. Now I'm reaching for this all the time. And the reason why I went with this one as opposed to the other ones is just because I really did enjoy the color story of this palette more than the other one. For somebody who doesn't like to wear like bright, bold, crazy looks all the time, this is a really good versatile palette while still being able to look like glamorous and just wow. So love this palette, Morphe.com. I'm gonna talk about the Catrice Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer, lasts 12 hours, and it is waterproof, non-transfer, and I'm in the color 005 Light Natural. So I purchased this because I think it was either Laura Lee or it was Manny who was talking about it on their channel, and they were actually saying how like amazing this was. I could be talking out of turn, so I doubt Laura Lee or Manny are gonna see this, but if they happen to see it, if I'm wrong, forgive me. I'll just say I heard it somewhere, but those are the two that I watch like all the time, so I feel like I would have heard it from them. But moving on, I don't like it. It is, first of all, it is not waterproof by any means. It is definitely transferable. I mean, I did at first like the brush because it's teeny, and I was like, okay, you can really get up like in there, you know what I'm saying? And you can go really like under, close to the waterline. It's good for around the nose. Like, you know, there were a lot of reasons why I was excited about the doe foot, but it's streaky. I tried blending it with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, which you guys know is my ride or die concealer, and blend that together and see if that made a bit of a difference, or if maybe the Catrice concealer would perform better alongside another concealer. But I just find that it creases, and I don't like the way it dries down. It dries down very wet, which is very strange to me since it says that it's waterproof. Yeah, so I don't really love this concealer. I don't want to like bash Catrice because I know that they have some other like amazing products, but for the first time of me using this, and I use it a couple of different times, I mean, you can see like the packaging is a little kind of like messy because I really did give it an honest to God chance. Like I was using it and I just couldn't make it work. So don't love this. So we're not going to talk about that for too long. I'm sorry, Catrice. I really had high hopes for you. I did. But I don't love this concealer. So if you guys have tried this concealer and you totally disagree with me, comment down below. Let me know if I'm using it wrong or if there's a different way to use it, or what about it you love. Just comment down below. Let me know what you think of this concealer. I got the Juvia's Place White Sands I Am Magic Setting Powder. Oh my God, you guys. I think this powder is like, oh, don't quote me on it. Again, I'll link everything down below, but I want to say it ranges between like $10 to $15. I could even be like overshooting. It's a really affordable powder, and it's a loose setting powder. It's an amazing powder that makes me want to try like all their other products. And I got it in, like I said, I got it in the color White Sands. So I use this to set my under eye. I use it to like bake underneath my cheekbone. I use it to set all over, and it gives my skin, and again, I don't have this on today, but it gives my skin such a luminous, glowy finish. Not like dewy, like kind of wet set, you know what I mean? It's not like a wet set powder, but it definitely makes my skin look luminous and glowy, but it doesn't have any glitter in it. So it really is an amazing fine setting powder, and I really highly recommend it. I think they had 3 other colors. I know the Juvia's Place has a bunch of really amazing affordable products, but I had never tried their products before. But I figured, you know what, I was in the market for a new setting powder, and I was like, I also needed like a baking powder, so I just decided to like try to find a dual purpose setting powder, and I found it. So I want to go back and get it in the darker colors as well, maybe for some bronzing and some contour purposes. But this is an amazing powder, and I really recommend it. I got the Milani Prep and Hydrate Rose Primer. I definitely heard Laura Lee talk about this on her channel. I don't know if it's because she was doing like the affordable drugstore product starter kit video, but I know that she talked about this, and I was like, okay, well, I'll try it, because you know, I'm always interested in finding affordable products that really work. I will say that it's like, it's not anything super amazing. I definitely don't hate it. It is definitely a good affordable product. The one thing I will say that absolutely turns me off from it, like literally has me reaching for other things in my collection before this, is the smell. It smells like potpourri. Straight up grandma's bathroom potpourri. So rosy, and it's not like a luxurious rosy smell. It's like a cheap rosy smell, so I definitely think that they went overboard when they put the fragrance in. So for that reason, I have to say this is not my favorite drugstore primer. I haven't found many drugstore primers that I really like, but I really don't like the smell of this one. As far as the finish and how it makes my makeup look, it's okay. I don't hate it. It gives off like this pink product, and then if you rub it in, you can see that like the pink goes away really quickly, and then you do definitely have this really pretty, I mean, the camera's picking that up really well. You can see it has this really pretty, like pink pearlescent finish. So it definitely looks pretty on the skin. It definitely makes my foundation look pretty and luminous. I will say that in my T-zone specifically, when I use this, I definitely feel like my T-zone looks really oily after a while, which is strange for me, and I hate to say that because I'm not an oily skinned girl. I have reached for it a couple of times in the last week or so when I've been getting ready, and I haven't wanted to do like all of my super high-end products because I'm all dressed up and know where to go, but I still want to put myself together. I still want a full beat on my face. I will use this primer for sure. Let me take a sip of my coffee. Needed that. Oh, my light turned away from me. It's like, okay, you're done. Going on 30 minutes already. You said this one's gonna be a long video. You're done. So the 3 things I'm going to be talking about are 3 pencils. I'm going to start with the higher end. So one of the eyebrow pencils I have been loving. I've used it before, so I don't want to say that this is like a new product. I want to say it's like a new color. It's almost like I used it all the time and stopped using it. Now I went back to it, so I feel like it kind of qualifies as like new products, but not products that I've never used. So everything else in this video I have not used before except for this bad boy. So this is the MAC eyebrow styler crayon in the color Fling. It is a really pretty like taupey blonde color. So I really love it because it has this super precise pencil that you can roll up and down, so it's super creamy. You can barely see it. It's like so tiny. Focus. Can you focus? I think you guys can see it. So it's really teeny, and it's really good when you want to do like a flick brow, because you can really create those faux hairs really nicely. It fills in the arch nicely, and it's just a super precise eyebrow pencil. I will say that this eyebrow pencil is super creamy, that I have a hard time putting it down and manipulating it on top of like my full face of makeup. So if you're somebody like me and you tend to do your makeup, like your face makeup first and then your eyebrows after, this doesn't do well moving around on top of products. So if you do your face makeup first and then you go to apply this, you're gonna have a little tougher time manipulating it and getting it to have like full pigmentation because it's very creamy, so it doesn't sit well on top of other products. But if you do your eyebrows first, or if you're doing just your brows, like today, if I wanted to add some color to my brow since I really don't have any other face makeup on, this would work perfectly. So it is a very good product. You just have to kind of pay attention to how to use it. And then I love that the end has a spoolie. The spoolie is a mess because I have used this product a lot, but then it has a spoolie, which I super love because you can go in and, you know, brush it through, and it's not like leaving you searching for your other spoolies or spare spoolies elsewhere. It's all together right here. Love this, and it lasts all day, and I really love this color for blondes. They have a bunch of colors. You can get it on MAC, and I will link this down below. So this is the KKW Beauty lip liner in Nude 1. KKW Beauty came out with a whole line of nude eyeliners, and I really love the line because it kind of like covers everybody's sense of nude, you know what I mean? Because there are so many different beautiful skin tones out there. They really did a great job of covering all the ranges of what would be somebody's perfect nude. So for that, I love it. Props. I think that's great. So it's what I have on my lips now. It's what I lined my whole lip with, and then I put on like my MAC Babe Town, and then I put a little bit of my Clinique Whopping Watermelon right in the center of my lips. If you've used Kylie Cosmetics, she has a lip liner and lip stain, and she kind of sells them as like a pair. That is something that lasts all day, and I really love the liner that comes in that line. I will say that this is not meant to last all day. It is a true lip liner. I love it. I've been using it. I'm not hating on them. I mean, I definitely have used it, and I definitely love this color, especially for me and my skin tone. I really think that this is great with lots of different lipsticks and lip stains. I've used it with my my KVD Beauty liquid lips. I have talked about that in my fall favorites video, and I pair this with the color Lolita, and that's got like a bit of a blue undertone to it, so this actually matched with it really, really well. So I really do like that it's blendable. I love the color, but it doesn't last, and you have to be really careful when you apply it because it can bleed really easily too. It doesn't go on as smoothly as the Kylie Cosmetic lip liner does. I feel like that one goes on really effortlessly, whereas I feel like this definitely takes some manipulation. It's a little more of like a kohl-like base product, you know what I mean? Like the Kylie lip liner is definitely a creamier based lip liner, and then it dries down super matte and stays all day, whereas I feel like this reminds me more of like a kohl liner. So it can go on less than smooth, if that makes any sense. So yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say about that one. Last but not least, and it is a low-end product. This has been fun. I love these kind of. So this is the NYX Wonder Pencil. I think it's actually intended to like carve out your brows underneath, you know what I mean? Like to help you like really tight line underneath your brow when you're carving them out. But I use this on my waterline. I'm wearing it on my waterline today. I really, really like it for the waterline. It's not like one of those roll up, roll down, creamy type of pencils. This is definitely more of like a true kohl liner type. So you can see it's super pigmented. The color actually is WP01 Light. And it's actually extremely pigmented for a light colored pencil, and that's like me putting like no pressure. I love this for my waterline. I feel like it stays all day. Again, I can almost tell that it's still in my waterline, and I've had this on my waterline. I've had this on all day so far, and it looks amazing still. It just does a really good job at like widening your eye and brightening your under eye and maybe making us look a little less tired, a little bit more refreshed, you know what I'm saying, girl? So it's super affordable. It's by NYX. Again, it's the Wonder Pencil. I will see if I can find it and link it down below for you. But yeah, I mean, out of everything that I talked about in today's video, I'd have to say that my favorite things, if I had to pick like two, if I had to pick only two, it would be the dry shampoo, and it would actually be the NYX eyebrow pencil. But I do also like that Juvia's Place setting powder. That's it for this video. Yeah, like I said, my next giveaway, it'll be an international giveaway when I hit 500 subscribers. So as soon as I hit 500 subscribers, we will go into all the details of what I'll be giving away, how to enter, all that good stuff. So we're a little bit away, but I think we can get there. So like I said, when we hit 500, girl, 500, girl, we will be doing an international giveaway. I'm so excited because it will be my first international giveaway, as well as it will be 500 subscribers, which is super exciting. I am not sponsored or have any affiliate with any of these brands, although I say it all the time. If any of y'all catch this video and you want to sponsor me, I am taking sponsors. Send me a DM. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. Check me out on Instagram at Lindaloubeauty, as well as TikTok at Lindaloo33, and you can also find me on Facebook at Lindaloubeauty. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Mwah! Bye, guys.